So with these hot temperatures, a lot of snow is going to be melting from the mountaintops.
Yeah, it's going to be more than we've seen in a long time. And meteorologist Matt Gray is here keeping track of river levels during this warm weather.
And as Chris just showed you, warm weather might be an understatement. Strong chance that 80 degrees at least once, as she showed you, during the next few days. And if that happens, it's going to be the earliest 80-degree day since, about 5-6 years, since 2018. So while temperatures seem like they're trying to skip right over to summer, everything else still in early spring mode. Rivers have only come up in the last couple of weeks with melting snow, and with this warmth, there is much more to come. Look at that snowpack across our region. Still pretty high, many areas above 100%, so above normal. Since spring, right up until now, was pretty darn chilly. This is the most snowpack this late in the year, in the Spokane area at least, once again since 2018. Now 2018, that was also the last time that the Spokane River hit a higher level than it did after all that snow melt that you might remember in June and July of last year. It was only a foot away from flood stage there, up at just above 26 feet. This time, not anticipating much flooding, at least from this round of warm weather. Now at the start of the month, we're at least flirting with record low water levels really up until this week, especially when we were getting all that snow to continue to add to the snowpack. So far, the only river predicted to get even close to flood stage this week is the St. Joe River. So folks in St. Mary's, as we head into next week and next weekend, we're going to have to keep an eye on how fast that water rises as the week goes on. Elsewhere, flooding going to be very localized. Those creeks and mountain streams that are directly fed by snow melt probably going to be running a little fast and high, especially over the weekend. So every piece of data that I've seen, and Chris alluded to this, says that this week was kind of the turning point in our season. And so we're going to be pretty warm more often than not for the rest of spring. Certainly the Climate Prediction Center thinks so. Got the orange up over us for the month of May. If you're itching to hike up in the mountains, instead of doing some skiing, the rate we're going, you might have to wait as long as you think.